Stop. Before you scroll to the next life that looks better than yours, stay with me for a moment. I know what you were just doing. You were looking at someone else's life and quietly measuring your own against it. And you came up short again, didn't you? My child, I need to tell you something I have been waiting to say for a very long time. And by the time these words are finished, I am going to show you the one truth that will make the comparing stop. Not because you tried harder to stop it, but because you will finally see what I see. Stay with me until the end. This is for you. Breathe with me for a moment. Slow down. You have been running a race no one asked you to run. Let your shoulders come down. Let the screen dim a little in your mind. There is no one to keep up with in this quiet place. There is only you and me, and the truth I am about to speak over your tired heart. I saw you today. I saw the way your eyes lingered on the photo of the family that looked whole, the couple that looked happy, the friend whose children call every Sunday, the neighbor whose health held, the one whose dreams came true on schedule while yours seemed to wander off the map. And I heard the thought you did not say out loud. Why not me? Why did it work out for them and not for me? What did they have that I did not? What did I do wrong? Where did my life turn while I was not looking? My child, come here. Come close. I am not angry at the question. I have never been angry at the ache underneath it. That ache is not a sin. It is a wound, and I do not scold wounds. I tend them. So let me tend this one tonight. You have spent so much of your life standing next to other people, holding your soul up beside theirs, like two lengths of cloth, trying to see which one falls short. And every time, you decided it was yours. But you were measuring with a ruler I never gave you. Hear me now. Listen the way you listen when the house is finally quiet. I did not make you to be a copy of anyone. I did not weigh you against your sister, your brother, your friend, the stranger who seems to have it all. I did not stand you in a line and rank you. That is not how I see. That has never been how I see. When I made you, I was not making one more of something I had already made. I was making the only one of you that will ever exist. Do you understand what that means? It means there is no fair comparison, because there is nothing to compare you to. You are not a worse version of them. You are not a lesser copy of a better life. You are the first and last edition of a soul I dreamed up on purpose, with details I placed in you that I placed in no one else. The comparison was never true. It was never even possible. You were grieving a race that does not exist. Let me say that again, slowly, because I wanted to reach the deep place. The race does not exist. There is no track where your life and their life run side by side toward the same finish line. I did not lay that track. The world laid it. Fear laid it. The endless scrolling laid it. But I never did. I gave each of my children a different road, through a different country, at a different pace, toward a home that is wide enough for every single one of them to arrive whole. Their road looking smoother than yours does not mean your road is wrong. You are seeing the outside of their life and the inside of your own. You are comparing their painted fence to your unfinished rooms. You are holding their best hour up against your hardest night. Of course it looks uneven. You are not comparing two lives. You are comparing a highlight to a wound. But I see the whole of them, and I see the whole of you. And I want to tell you something you would not believe if you saw only the surface. The one you envy has knelt in the dark and asked me the very same question you asked tonight. Why not me? Everyone is looking at someone. The one whose life you would trade for has looked at a life they would trade for. The comparing does not end when you get what they have. It only finds a new target. That is why I am asking you to put the ruler down for good. Not to trade up, but to stop measuring altogether. Because the measuring was never the way to peace. It was the thief of it. Rest here a moment. Breathe. Let this next truth settle into you slowly. I have never once looked at you and wished you were more like someone else. Read that again. Not more successful, not more accomplished, not further along, not more whole. I have never wished you were anyone other than exactly who you are, standing exactly where you stand, even here, even now, even in the middle of the life you thought turned out wrong. You were so busy wanting their life that you never let me, tell you what I see in yours. So let me tell you now, I see the strength it took to keep going when nothing worked out the way it worked out for them. I see the faith you kept when the answers came late or did not come at all. I see the softness you never lost, even after all the reasons you had to go hard. I see how you kept loving people who did not love you back on time. I see the quiet, unwitnessed goodness that no one ever filmed, no one ever praised, no one ever counted. They got the applause. You got the depth. And my child, I would not trade the depth of you for all the applause in the world. Do you know how rare you are? Not rare like a prize on a shelf, rare like a note that only your voice can sing, rare like a shade of light that has never once, in all of history, fallen exactly the way it falls through you. When you are gone, there will be a color missing from the world that no one else can make. That is not a small thing. That is not a lesser life. That is you. Let me tell you about a field. Once there was a field where many kinds of things grew. There were tall trees that everyone could see from far away, and everyone praised the trees for how they reached the sky. And down low, beneath the trees, in the shade where few people looked, small flowers grew. And one of the small flowers spent its whole life aching because it was not a tree. It watched the trees catch the first light of morning. It watched the birds build their homes in the high branches. It watched everyone lift their eyes to the tall ones, and it thought, I am nothing. I am low. I am hidden. My life does not matter the way theirs does. But the flower did not know what I knew. It did not know that the bees that kept the whole field alive came only to the low flowers. It did not know that the child who wandered into the field to cry knelt not beneath the great trees, but beside the small blooms, and found comfort there. It did not know that its fragrance reached places the tall trees could never bend low enough to touch. The flower thought its worth was in being seen from far away, but its worth was in being close. My child, you are not less because your life is low and quiet and hidden. You are the one the aching ones can reach. You are the one who is close enough to touch. There is a kind of glory that stands tall and is admired from a distance. And there is a kind of glory that kneels down where the hurting are and stays. I did not call you to the first kind. I called you to the second. And the second is nearer to my own heart than you have ever let yourself believe. So stop grieving that you are not a tree. The field has enough trees. It was dying for want of a flower like you. I know the hour this ache comes loudest. It is not in the daylight, when there is work to fill your hands and noise to fill your ears. It is at night, when the house has gone quiet and the lights are out, and there is nothing left between you and the thoughts you have been out running all day. That is when the comparing comes. That is when you lie awake and count the ways your life did not turn out like theirs, and the counting will not let you sleep. My child, I am there in that hour too. I do not leave when the lights go out. I am the one who stays awake beside you while the world sleeps. And in that dark and sleepless hour, when the ache is loudest, I want you to hear my voice cut through it, quiet and sure. You are not behind. You are not less. You are exactly where I can reach you, and I am reaching you now. The ones you compare yourself to are asleep, unaware that you are aching over them. They are not counting the ways your life fell short. Only you are doing that. And I am asking you, in the stillness of this very night, to stop, to let the counting end, to let me hold the vigil so you can finally rest. Breathe. Let that be true for a moment. Let yourself be the flower and not the failure. I know the comparison did not start today. I know how old this wound is. Maybe it started when you were small, and someone held up another child and asked why you could not be more like them. Maybe it started with a parent whose love felt like a prize you could never quite win. Maybe it started later, when everyone around you seemed to move forward, and you stood still, and no one told you that standing still is sometimes the bravest thing a soul can do. Wherever it started, hear me. The voice that taught you to measure yourself was never my voice. I never once compared you to another child of mine. Not when you were young, not when you failed, not when you fell behind, not tonight. The voice that ranks you, that shames you, that whispers you should have been more by now, that voice is not mine, and I am asking you to stop believing it is. My voice is the one that says, there you are. The one I have been loving all along, right on time for the life that only you can live. And I know that at this stage of your journey, the comparing carries a heavier weight than it did when you were young, because now, when you look at another life and see all it became, there is a part of you that whispers, it is too late for me to catch up. The years I would have needed are already spent. Whatever they have, I will never have now. Hear me tenderly, my child, because this is the lie that wounds the deepest in the second half of a life. You are looking back over the long road you have walked, and you are grieving the turns you did not take, the doors that closed, the seasons that did not bloom the way you hoped, and you are comparing the road you got to the road you imagined, and mourning the difference. But I did not waste a single one of your years. Not one. The seasons you think were lost were seasons I was working in ways you could not see. The road you walked, with all its detours, brought you to this exact moment where my voice could finally reach the deep place in you. Nothing was wasted. No year was too many. You did not fall behind a life you were supposed to have. You lived the life I gave you, and I have been in every year of it, loving you the whole way through. Let me speak to the specific ache, because I know it is not general to you. It is sharp, and it is particular. If you are comparing your family to theirs, the ones whose children stayed close, whose homes stayed full, whose holidays look like the picture, hear me. I know the empty chair. I know the phone that does not ring the way you hoped. And I tell you, the fullness of a life is not measured by the crowd around your table. It is measured by the love that survived. And yours survived so much. That eyes, not nothing. In my eyes, that is nearly everything. If you are comparing your body, your health, the strength you used to have to the strength others still carry, hear me. I have not measured you by what your body can still do. I never did. The you that I love is not stored in your knees, or your hands, or your steady breath. It is in the soul. Those things were only ever carrying, and that soul has not aged a single day in my sight. If you are comparing what you built, what you achieved, the life you were supposed to have by now, against the ones who got there, hear me. I never asked you to arrive anywhere by any age. The timeline that shames you was not written by me. I do not have a schedule your life fell behind. I have only a love that has been on time every single day of your existence. And if you are comparing your faith, looking at the ones who seem so sure, so steady, so blessed, and wondering why yours feels so small and worn. Hear me most of all. The faith that keeps limping toward me through the doubt is dearer to me than the faith that never had to fight. You did not fall behind in faith. You have been climbing a steeper mountain, and I have counted every step. Now, let me ask you something, and I want you to answer me honestly, in the quiet of your own heart. If I told you that I have never once been disappointed in the life you have lived, that I have watched every ordinary, uncelebrated, unwitnessed day of it and called it good, would you let yourself believe me? Because that is the truth, and I am asking you to let it in. If these words are reaching the tired place in you tonight, the place that has compared and come up short one too many times, would you do something for me? Would you type the word Amen in the comments below? Not for me. I already know your heart. Type it for you. Let it be the moment you set the ruler down. Let it be the first breath you take, as someone who is done measuring. Amen means, so be it. Let it be so. Let the comparing end here, tonight, with you. And now, come closer, because I want to show you the deepest truth, the one I promised at the beginning, the one that makes the comparing stop for good. Here it is. There is a stream that runs beneath all things, a current of grace, moving in the deep, carrying every life it touches toward home. And I want you to see something about that stream. The water does not compare itself as it flows. The part of the current that moves through the shallows does not envy the part that runs through the deep. The water that turns the mill does not grieve that it is not the water that fills the sea. It is all one stream. It is all the same grace, and it is all going to the same ocean of my love. You have thought your whole life that you were a lesser stream than the ones beside you. But there are no lesser streams. There is one current of grace, and you were never separate from it, and you were never behind in it, and you were never running your own poor race against the others. You were always being carried, along with every soul you ever envied, toward the same shore, by the same love, at the pace that was always exactly yours. That is the truth that ends the comparing. Not that you finally measured up, but that there was never a measuring at all. Only a stream, only grace, only me, carrying you the whole way, never once wishing you were anyone else. You are not behind. You are not less. You are not the failed version of a better life someone else got to live. You are mine, carried in the same grace as all of them, home to the same love, exactly as you are. So breathe now, one more time, slow and deep. Let the ruler fall from your hand. You will not need it where I am taking you. And come back tomorrow, my child. I will have a new message waiting for you here, every single day, because there is always more I want to tell you. There is always more of this love than one night can hold. Rest now. The comparing is over. The race you never had to run is finished. You can lay it down. You are loved. You are seen. You are mine.